Hi, my name is Joe Kappa, and again want to thank you for tuning into my channel, The Truth of It All. We are in for episode 2, the first law of On. Now, as we discussed in the last episode, the ancients knew the 3 laws of On, and it's from the 3 laws of On which I will prove to you beyond a reasonable doubt that the year is 23,771. But I can't teach you, since it's derived from the 3rd law of On, I can't teach you it beyond any reasonable doubt unless you know the first 2 laws. So we're going through all 3 laws. Now please note, I'm not relying on notes. I'm doing this in maybe 6-7 minute little chunks so we can break it down into informational pieces. You can review it. I can review and see if I missed anything or misstated anything. And I'm going to try to do this all in one day. No notes, no references to anything. I'm going to do it right off the top of my head. I'll explain how I know what I know last. First, we're going to explain what it is. Second is going to be its implications. The third will be why you don't know it. And the fourth will be how I do know it. Real simple. I promise at the end. But bear with me, please. I'm not getting dolled up. I'm not using special background, special effects. Maybe when we get to the 3rd law, I will use video or pictures to go along with it, the narrative. But for now, let's focus in. And now listen, if I teach you anything, I want to spread the information. I'm making no money from this channel, no money at all. That's not the whole purpose of me doing this. The whole purpose of me doing this is to shed the information. My job is to download this information to the universe. And that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to do it right off the top of my head. And you'll see that I do know the truth of it all, and I'm sharing it with you. And all of a sudden, all these things you've heard of, and the words that we use, and the customs that we have, all do go back to the very, very beginning. But the very, very beginning is farther back than you think. Now, we'll get into all that, and that's the 3rd law. Let's go back to where we're supposed to be, and that's the 1st law of On. The 1st law of On is as above, so below. 4 words. And it's science. It means the one is the sample of the many. One oak leaf looks like all oak leaves. One maple leaf looks like all maple leaves. One snake looks like all snakes. One human looks like all humans. We can categorize everything in the world using as above, so below. It tells us 2 things. One, there are no unicorns. There are no one-of-a-kinds. Every single thing that you see is a sample of something larger, or of the whole thing. The other point is it allows us to categorize everything. We can break down the animal kingdom into phylum and genus and class and family and species, right? And even subspecies. We can categorize everything, and that allows us to operate or understand how to operate in this world. What is it? What is this place? Now, it becomes very important to understand that as above, so below also implies that things work in certain repetitive patterns. So as the one, so the many. Now, it used to say the first naysayers, the first early academics, the wise guys who, they could put 2 words together and thought they were so brilliant, says, well, there's no proof that the 1st law works where we can't see. Therefore, it's only a theory. And this was the first cut against the 1st law. There's no proof that it works where we can't see, therefore it's only a theory. And therefore it's possible that there's one Earth. No. It's exactly this, a first lie, if you will. And it started from well-meaning people looking to discover the universe and discover more about it, but it came from a rejection of the obvious. We can categorize everything. And it is thanks to science and their scientific pursuits, we now know that as above, so below works everywhere. It works on a microscopic level. We can categorize bacteria and fungus and virus, right, and learn how to treat them. We can categorize subatomic particles and quarks and muons and so on and so forth, and maybe even taus. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? We can categorize everything. We can also categorize cosmically. We can categorize stars. We can categorize galaxies. We can even categorize supernovas. We get a standard candle, the way we measure in space, from a standard or average type, standard type of supernova brightness. So, it is true everywhere. And I want you all to agree with me right now. Please leave me a share, leave me a like. The idea is to share this information with the world. I'm not making any money on it. Therefore, as above, so below is a universal law. Please type me a yes, type me a hello, send a share, send a like. Even if you're just saying hello, tell me I'm crazy. But tell me that you believe that as above, so below is the first law of the universe. And it is true everywhere. If it is, there are major implications. And we'll get into those implications in another episode down the road. But I'll leave you with the following thought. If there are no unicorns, if everything is a sample of the many, then one Earth is a sample of all Earths. We are not alone, and it's intelligent, bipedal hominoids just like us throughout the universe.